Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Taechichu and I don't know what I'm doing. I'll never know what I'm doing, and that's what I'm using as an intro. Hello everyone, how are you? I have a special video today because it is yet another draft league analysis video with the Dashing Dittos. And we are in the ABL Season 4. If you guys are unaware, I was in the ABL Season 3. I really enjoy the doubles format. And I want to get into VGC, and by doing these draft leagues, it's a lot of fun, and I very much enjoy it. So, let's get into it. I, yet again, am the coach of the Dashing Dittos. We got a new logo, new team, new us. We're gonna kill it. My goal is to make it to playoffs. I mean, obviously the goal is to win, but you know what I mean. Alright, let's start off with our first pick. It was Tarakion. I can't pronounce it right. Tarakion. Tarakion, I picked, he was in like the rarer group. I picked Tarakion because I'm not even gonna lie. I mean, don't get me wrong, I read the rules, but I completely forgot that justified Tarakion, like using beat up on it, was not allowed, but you know, it's fine. Tarakion I think is also a really good mon because it's rock and fighting, and I think that those are very strong typings. I don't usually use fighting Pokemon, and I really wanted someone that was strong that was going to get the job done, so that's why I picked Tarakion. I think that he's good. I think he's one of the better rock types, fighting type Pokemon out there, and I think he was too much to pass up, if that makes sense. My next pick, don't mind the tag, I paid for it, I can't get the tag off without scissors. My next pick was G-Max of Venusaur. This was my G-Max pick. I picked Venusaur in the IBA, and I picked it here. I think that Venusaur is a great Pokemon in and of itself, but I think that Gigantamax Venusaur also has a lot of its perks, such as the G-Max ground move. The Vine Lashing I think is really good. It's the same one that Charizard has, but it's for grass typing. I also think that G-Max Ooze is pretty okay, and you know, it has access to a lot of different moves that I think make it super powerful. So I really like Venusaur. It can be bulky, it doesn't have to be bulky, it can be bulky and still do a lot of damage, I guess is what I'm saying. I really want a plush of it. I know I can't go through a video without saying I want a plush, but there we go. Alright, and for my next pick, for my S tier, there was different tiers. There's R tier, which is like the rare tier, you could only pick one from it. G tier is like the G-Max tier. S tier, A tier, B, as you can see. So my next pick was Whimsicott. I picked Whimsicott because, well, again, like I said, beat up Tarakion, but after learning that I couldn't do that, it's still okay because Whimsicott is going to be a support Pokemon for no matter what I have, because it has access to Taunt, Tailwind, I want to say Helping Hand, Follow Me, Fake Out, a bunch of stuff, maybe not Fake Out, but it has a bunch of access to a lot of support moves, and I think it's a great support Pokemon, and I definitely think that in the doubles league format, you need a Pokemon that can take hits for you, and a Pokemon that can just set you up a little bit better so that your powerhouse Pokemon will be able to sweep through the other team. So that's why I picked Whimsicott, originally for beat up, but upon seeing that I was just a silly goose, I'm going to use Whimsicott to still do that, like Tailwind, Follow Me, all that good jazz, and I think that it could definitely still be a good partner for Tarakion, but also Venusaur, because if I want to Sunny Day have access to Venusaur's ability Chlorophyll, then I can do that because it's super fast, especially with Prankster. My A tier is Torquel. I picked Torquel for a couple of reasons. It's another rock type, it's bulky, and it has access to Drought, which makes Venusaur really fast with Chlorophyll. Also with Torquel, the reason I picked Torquel this time and not Ninetales is because Torquel is slow, and so if there is a Pokemon such as Pelipper who comes out on the field who I know is faster than Torquel, then the way that the weather happens, it's based off of speed. So Pelipper is going to be faster than Torquel, so it's going to start raining, and then it's going to drought. So my drought will go over the rain that Pelipper or whoever it is can bring. So that's why I picked Torquel instead of Ninetales, because I know Torquel's slow, and therefore I could have better access to weather, if that makes sense. He also has access to like Eruption, which hits both Pokemon, and a bunch of other stuff like that, like Rock Slide. My other A tier that I picked was Azumarill. Well, technically it was a Azumarill, I believe was S tier. I picked Azumarill for my free pick because it hasn't been treating me well in the IBA. It might be because it's a singles league and this is a doubles league. I think that Azumarill can have access to a lot of good different moves, and I definitely wanted a good water type in case my opponent is able to get that rain up, so that I'll be able to do a lot of damage. It's also a really good fairy type. I know that this is a second fairy, but it has a lot of bulk. It can also do a lot of damage. It has access to belly drum, stuff like that. I think that it overall is a good mon, and it's definitely going to be able to help me in the future. My next pick was Gastrodon. Excuse me. I picked Gastrodon because I know Tarakion is definitely going to be a good pick on my side, and I think that he's definitely going to be something that my opponents want to take out, and I just want to be able to make sure that it doesn't get hit. So Gastrodon has access to Storm Drain, and I think that Storm Drain is really a really good ability if you don't want your Pokemon to get hit. A lot of people use it with Charizard. I could also switch out someone into Gastrodon for like Torquel. So Gastrodon, just make sure it takes care of like Pokemon like Tarakion and Torquel, who could take a big hit from a water move. It also has access to things like Icy Wind, Earth Power. It just gets a lot of it makes sure it's a very well-rounded Pokemon because it also has access to like Scald, Muddy Water, Ice Beam, like I said, Icy Wind, stuff like that. So I think it's overall a good mon for my team, especially for Tarakion. Another Pokemon that I drafted, the next Pokemon that I drafted is Morpeco. I mean, are we really that shocked that I just needed my Morpeco back? I picked Morpeco because Morpeco did really, really well last time, especially with Fake Out and Aura Wheel, and I think that it shocked a lot of people. And I think that it's a good mon overall, especially with Seed Bomb, Stomping Tantrum. I mean, I might not bring those on Dapper this time, but I will be bringing something along the lines of like Parting Shot because it lowers your enemy Pokemon's special attack and attack. So I think that Morpeco has access to a lot of good moves, and it's definitely an underrated Pokemon. Also, Wolfie got it to be the number one team in in VGC. So I hope I could do you well, Wolfie, but I drafted Morpeco just like I did last time. Hopefully we'll do a little better with him this time. And for my next pick, I picked Berserker. I picked Berserker for a couple of reasons. I picked it because I think that it overall is a good mon. I know I want to learn how to use it better, but it's also a really good steel mon, and I needed some steel. What just? A fuzzy? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. So I thought something crawled on me. Anyway, but Berserker, I think he's a really good steel mon. I think that in case I need to take some things out with steel, like fairies and stuff like that. Venusaur, I mean, has access to Sludge Bomb, but Berserker is just something so that I can get rid of those fairy types. I don't know all the moves that it has, but I think that it was a really good pick. Plus, when you're getting down to the wire, you kind of need to look at the mons that you can have, especially like in the B and C tier. It was kind of hard to pick on Pokemon, and you'll see. But yeah, that's why I picked him. I thought that he's a good mon, and I think that he'll be able to do me well. And he has access to a lot of different moves. I think Fake Out, he does. I'll see. My next Pokemon is Malamar. I picked Malamar because it's a good dark and psychic type. It doesn't get affected by dark moves. Fighting does like okay against it. It has a lot of different attack moves. Sorry, I can't speak. It has a lot of different potential with its moves, especially with its ability, like where you use a close combat and your special defense, and or your defense and attack are supposed to go down. I don't remember if that's close combat or if it's the other one, superpower. But any stat changes that happen that you inflict upon yourself, it'll like they're supposed to go down, it'll go up. I don't know if that makes sense, but as you can see, it's getting harder and harder to explain these picks because definitely when it got down to like Berserker and Malamar and the rest of the C tiers, it was kind of hard to pick. But I mean, I'm happy with my picks. So, and I picked them definitely for a good reason. So, my next pick is Punny. I picked Punny because I believe it also gets access to Fake Out, has access to a lot of different fighting moves, and I thought that that would be good. It's also a normal type, so it's not going to be the best to hit with unless it's like a fighting type move. So, you know, I picked it because I was like, it's a cute Pokemon. Hopefully it'll be able to help me out a little bit. And I definitely want to bring out the potential within this Pokemon. So that's why I picked it. I don't really have any other reasoning than that because Lopunny, not the best Pokemon. Clearly you don't see it in competitive very often. But I want to see what I can do with it. My next pick is Dual Blade. I picked Dual Blade for a couple of reasons. In case I wanted to do something like it's a good Pokemon, especially with Evilite. Definitely can make it bulkier. I could run something like Shadow Sneak on it. And Berserker's a Steel type. This is a Steel type, so I could definitely take out those fairies. And especially Ice types as well. And Shadow Sneak, I don't have any Ghost Pokemon, as you can see. So it'll be good for those, especially when I need it. And yeah, that's basically my reasoning around that. And my last pick was Avalugg. We're bringing him back from last time. Hopefully he can do us a little bit good. He has Sturdy this time around. And you know what? I'm thinking he could do well. I believe in my boy Avalugg. And you guys should too. Because God bless this bad soul. What do you guys think of my picks? What would have you changed? Give me some advice on like Malamar and Berserker. You know, I don't know this Pokemon very well, and I would love to know them in the future. But what do you guys think of my picks? Are you scared of my team? Would you want to go against my team? Let me know down in the comments below. And I'm also trying to get 500 subs before my birthday. This should be coming out 6 days before my birthday on the 22nd. So please subscribe. I'm doing my best. It's what I want for my birthday present from you guys. So I would very much appreciate it. Leave a like down below as well. Alright, and I will see you guys in the next one. Okay? Okay. All right, bye. Bye.